Hey tubies, so I am aware that I'm 2 weeks behind and that I'm a disaster. Basically what happened is there was a Canadian Thanksgiving, and because I'm Canadian I did that. Then when I got home, my daughter ended up getting the flu, and now I have the flu. So excuse me for the disaster that is my face that you're gonna have to stare at. I'm gonna answer 4 questions. I've looked at the first 2, but I haven't seen the other 2, and hopefully we'll answer them really quickly for you guys. So the first one is, do you have a spirit, power, or familiar animal? I have animal guides. I have quite a few, but my cat is probably the closest thing I'll ever get to a familiar. Anytime I pull out any sort of witchy thing, anytime that I want to try to do anything, he shows up, and if it's my oracle cards or my runes, he'll come and he'll lay down on them, he'll push them around, so yeah. And the second one is, do you use crystals? Why and how? Yes, I use crystals. I rely on them quite a bit. I have a crystal grid in my house. I can't remember what the crystals are called. I just know that they're a very purifying one. They're more pure than quartz, and they're extremely good for creating grids. They're a clear whitish color. I don't have one on hand, I apologize. But basically, while I was pregnant, I was getting these kind of weird vibe stuff, I guess, like something's not quite right here. And the one night, my husband sat straight up. His back was straight, and for somebody who's 7 feet tall, it's a lot to get him to straighten his back. He does it very rarely, but he sat up and his back was completely straight. He had an aligned spine. He pointed to the end of the bed and he says, "Do you see that?" Completely in the middle of the night. All I did was like close my eyes tighter, and it's like, no, not right now. I do not want to see things. I don't want things around my child. So we put in a crystal grid to help get rid of the old energies that used to linger in the house, because it was a foreclosed upon house, and lots of things happened here that weren't very good, and to help prevent things from that. It's good though in the way that it kind of filters. So let's say if my dad wants to come visit me, he still can. It's not going to prevent stuff, it's just gonna kind of keep out the stuff that's gonna harm you. What does this time of year mean to you? I'm skipping this one. I'm skipping all of these. It's almost Halloween, so I'm really excited. I'm not gonna be trick-or-treating or anything this year. My daughter's gonna be 1.5, so basically we're gonna stay home and finger paint and do our own little thing. So I guess in a way I am answering that question. How important are altar tools to you? That's question 3-1. So for altar tools, I don't think that you need tools, like a very specific thing. I was in a house where you don't have things like that, where if you did have something like that, they'd take it away. They would destroy it. They would just, you can't have anything like that. So I don't think you don't really necessarily need a lot of tools. You just need the proper intent and drive in yourself and in your soul to pursue it. You know, a lot of parents see, especially Wicca and New Age and whatnot, as a fad in kids, and so they restrict things. They think, oh, they're just gonna get over it right away. And for some people, it is a fad, because it means that they get to go out and buy all these different things, and eventually they just stop using them. So tools, they can help you if that's really where you want to be, and where you need to be. But tools, at the beginning especially, you don't need them. I don't really use a lot of my tools. I think the thing I use the most is my incense burner. Yeah, that's what I use the most. You know, I have wands, I have everything, all sorts of different things, and you know, really, at the end of the day, tools are something that's sort of like an accessory. If you go to the store and you need to buy jeans or clothes in general, let's say like you're doing a back to school shopping or whatever, you're in your teens, you're growing still, so you've outgrown all your old clothes, you need to go out and buy new clothes, and that's fine. But you also don't need to get the earrings and the necklaces and the scarves and the hats and the bracelets and shoes, and you know, you don't need 14 pairs of shoes. And that's sort of how I view tools, really, is this is why I read them and think about them before making the video. Tools, you really don't need them. They're good to have, and there may come a point where you require a tool. Let's say you require let's just say you require crystals. So let's say you require a crystal. You just really need help shake off, you know, the bad vibes or whatever. There may become a time and a point where you need that, and that's a tool that you rely on, and it becomes part of you and integrates into you. But eventually that's gonna go away. I like how some people view tools, and that is, if you have a bunch of crystals and a crystal calls out to somebody because they came over to your house, you give them that crystal. You don't hang on to it. You let the tools go where they need to go. So that's sort of how I view them, is they come and then they go. They don't necessarily stay put all the time. Some will. Some are lifelong, you know, companions in a way. But tools, really, I don't see them as necessary. So hopefully I've made some sort of sense. I apologize, this video is probably a disaster. But like, it's what, like 5:15, and I'm sick and tired, very tired. I got maybe like 5 hours of sleep last night, if that. So I do apologize for that. Hopefully I'll be coming out with more videos and whatnot, but I tend to just ramble right now, so I'm gonna end this video. I'm gonna go eat and wake the baby girl up. She is sleeping, and I'm not staying up till midnight tonight. I refuse. I cannot do it. So yeah, thank you all for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If it's an absolute crap video and you need me to answer the questions again in a different video that I can make more sense with, feel free to let me know. I really don't mind. My life is very all over the place at the moment, so my brain tends to go with it all over the place. But thank you.